I'm Elizabeth Moss, the Chief Operating Officer for the Clinical Research Network for the East Midlands. So in the Clinical Research Network, just like the rest of the NHS, we're performance managed with lots of metrics and goals and targets. And these are called our high-level objectives, or HLOs. I'm going to talk a bit about HLO2, which is about managing studies to time and target.
It isn't just a number. It has a genuine impact on patients' lives. And ultimately, that's what we're in the NHS for.
It really is about making sure that for all the research studies in the East Midlands that we're involved with, they're recruiting the amount of patients or participants that we said we would commit to recruiting in the original time frame that we said we would deliver that in.
I'm Stuart Belshaw. I'm 61 years of age and I've been born and bred and brought up in Nottingham. I've had amputation of the left leg. I've had 3 kidney transplants. I've had a full hip replacement. I got involved in research because of a young gentleman that made contact with me, what was it now, 3 years ago? The research of having a bath out and a shower in. It's changed my life dramatically once I got the shower in. I've got 2 young children, and without research I don't think I'd be seeing those 2 beautiful children of mine grow up. That is almost certain.
Can you imagine saying to your patient, thank you for taking part in the trial, but unfortunately we didn't actually meet the recruitment target, so it's been a waste of time. That's quite a sobering moment for me.
So often we hear about the phrase a no-cost extension, for example. And what that means is, it means that a research project hasn't recruited the amount of participants in the original time frame that we were hoping for. But the research funders grant a no-cost extension, which means they'd like to keep the study open for a bit longer to get more patients in, but there's no additional research funding provided to continue that research. And that's the cost that's met by the Clinical Research Network. If a study which was originally proposed for 12 months goes on for an additional, say, 6 months, those research nurses, doctors and other staff who perhaps could be analysing the results, looking at the next study, or working on preparing for another application, aren't able to do that because they're focusing on the study which hasn't met recruiting to time and target.
I've been working as a clinical studies officer since 2009. I imagine being able to find a cure for a whole range of mental health problems. And the only way we're ever going to find a cure is through research. So my job is to recruit people to clinical trials within a given time frame, because it speeds up the process of finding a result which will help people.
So the more studies that we can recruit to time and target, the more likely we are to have a boost in our income, which means we're then able to deliver more studies quickly and offer those new and innovative treatments to patients more swiftly. And that's why we really want to focus on it in the East Midlands.